are the world. Yes, indeed. And what a world it is these days, everyone. We are connecting to all of you all across the globe, all across a very happy Sunday Fun Day. So on this Sunday Fun Day, I ask you to ask yourself what makes you happy. Because if it makes you happy, today we are going to give you messages and we are looking to create new beginnings with all of you. Because this world, we're in a paradigm shift. Everything is shifting and everything is, I don't know, I think they're acting kind of special. I don't know how you feel about all of that, but they're not quite feeling everything they need to feel. You matter. And that we care about what your thoughts are, and we care about where you are on the journey of life. Because we are the world. Each one of you makes up a piece of the tapestry of the world. And as you move yourself in the direction of what you desire, what's going on in the world is most certainly going to make you feel a little bit triggered and out of sorts. It's going to make you feel as if maybe you don't know what to do next. So this shift, it's not about what other people are doing. It's not about anything other than how you are going to navigate your thoughts and emotions and how you are going to integrate yourself to a higher level of consciousness. It's not about what's going on in the outside world as much as what's going on inside of you. The outside world is a reflection of what's going on within all of us. So you are the world, and you can make the difference. But before you can make a difference in anyone else's life, before you can help someone heal, assist them on their journey, coach them, you've got to do a lot of work within inside of yourself so that you know who you are, so you don't get caught up like sheep. Yep. Take a look at what's going on. There's segments of information that are being fed to us. And we have to discern where our truth in it lies, and if we even deem what is being presented before us as valid. So it brings you to the point of asking yourself, and what makes you happy, and how can you move yourself in a different way of life? This is a time for you to recognize the power that you are. This is a time for you to embrace all the joy that you can. This is the time for you to recognize the importance that you bring to the table, the value of you. We each have powerful tools within us that are just calling you to utilize them. So how are you going to move forward if you don't know who you are, if you don't know what makes you happy, if you don't have the connection within yourself? Yes, we want to connect with other people. We want to have friends. We want to have community. But if you're not in tune with yourself, then yourself becomes a product of the community that you surround yourself with, or the environment, or the society. And I don't know about you, but if you're taking a good look out there, we got to make sure that you know who you have come to be, not what is going on. And how you treat yourself, how you respect yourself, how you honor yourself, how you love yourself, how you recognize the divinity within, the God within, the beauty that is precious, how you recognize and embrace that with divine love. If you do that for you, there need not be any other behavior for anyone else, because to love thyself is to love another. You cannot love another if you do not love yourself. You cannot be unconditional and embrace all of you, even your flaws, and judge someone else. You have to be able to embrace you. You have to look at the big picture and not hold on to these moments in time that have destroyed you in the past. And now everything is just hooking into it, and it's trying to cast you off into an energy that is divided from God. God is love. God is peace. God is beauty. God is grace. God is all that is in alignment. So we are all a little misaligned right now, and it's okay. Because we all know that this world, we each individually, will not cast out outwardly. Let's look inside. We've got changes to make. We've got a recalibration. We need to know how we're supposed to be in our life. We need to recognize what isn't working. What doesn't thrill you, fulfill you? What relationships are toxic? What communications are not working? What ideas that were once wonderful no longer serve you? And we need to be kind to ourselves, because in the path that we have traveled, we have made our share of mistakes. You and I, all of us, we've all made mistakes. Don't cast stones. We've all made mistakes. But if you were to talk to the angels, they would say it wasn't a mistake. That always baffles me. I'm like, what? But the angels would let you know that everything was part of the great plan. Even the chaos that we're in all across the globe is part of the great plan. And America is an amazing place to be. We are the jewel of the world. We might need some polishing, but we're the jewel of the world. As we all could use some polishing. The one represents a piece of the total sum, a piece of the whole. So you're a piece of the whole. So if your piece is all dilapidated and fragmented, and you haven't cared for yourself and your spiritual self, if you haven't tapped in, tuned into your divinity, if you haven't become a magical manifester, and you're hanging on to some burnt piece of toast from the past that just ain't working for you anymore and is really not tasting so good, then guess what? Jiminy crickets. You're the piece of the whole. So if you look out and you don't like what you see out in the world, if you don't like how people are being treated, if you don't see what you want to see, before you run out in the street and you say what's wrong with everybody else, go inside, do your work, then be the contributor, then be the leader, then be the catalyst for change. But change begins with each of us. And we're all a work in progress. If we sat in our corners and waited until we navigated and kind of fine-tuned all the aspects within our personalities, I guess we'd be trapped in our house longer than any quarantine. So of course we want to be out in the world and we want to express ourselves. But do you know the message that you're expressing? Are you expressing your message, or just a message that's been parroted to you by society? What is your truth? What have you recognized as your truth? What have you observed? And what is your interpretation of that? You see, what we're seeing and hearing is interpretations of the masses. And the ones that match are aligning with each other. And our perception is our reality. But what is happening is, because everyone's perception is not matching identically, it is showing all the more everything that is misaligned. It is showing all the flaws. It is showing all the breaks and the cracks and the cement and the foundation of countries, of society, of systems. And we're noticing it. But one group of people with a perspective will say, oh my God, that's a tragedy. And someone will say, I only see a little crack. And then they'll say, but look over here, because over here, that's the problem. But the other perspective of people say, oh no, both of you are wrong. It's over there. So we may not always agree, and we may not always see through the same lenses because each one of us are seeing it from our evolution, our position. But some things remain the same. Let's go over what they are. Love is love, pure and simple. I love you, you love me. Love is love. Peace, peace is peace. It is a tranquil energy. These two powerful experiences, love and peace, are more powerful than any of the emotions that are being triggered within all of us. But every triggered emotion right now is serving a purpose. So judge not someone's reaction. It is clearing us all. It is clearing us of the baggage that we have carried for generations. Do you not realize that you each are such supreme beings, that you were brought here to be the catalyst for change for centuries that have passed? That your spirit has been so evolved over the lifetimes that have gone on that you, yes, you were chosen and you signed up and said, sign me up, I'll be the catalyst for change. And you came with your own pile of stuff. Some of it might not be so pretty, but that's okay. Because what we're noticing is that all of us have a pile of stuff, and right now the pile of stuff is front and center. And we're recognizing what has accumulated in the human condition all these years. Hundreds of years. And inside each one of us, each one of you, there's an aspect of greatness that has a knowing that says, I feel it should be different. And we've been so busy and driven by distraction that we couldn't figure out how to make it different. So we just complied. We just went along. We just buried it. Well, that's not convenient to deal with now, so I'll just stuff it down here. Like a hoarder. We've been hoarding our emotions and shoving them down. Maybe that's where the toilet paper is in the world. But wherever it is, we've been shoving everything down, and now it's all bubbling up. And you see injustice and injustice and injustice, and then all the injustices that have been done, that you have seen, that you have heard, and what has been done to you rises up. And to some, the injustices have been great. And to some, you have lived a life of trauma in your own families because the people that you chose to incarnate with, well, Jiminy Crickets, they're broken. Just broken. And they decided they wanted to be parents, but they didn't really know how to parent. They did the best they could. And so you learned to be tough and to navigate it. And then, well, for some of you, you got out when you could. But some of you have grown a life without love. You have not known what it felt like to be nurtured and cared for. And the cycle has perpetuated. And you most certainly, many of you have not known what it's been like to be happy. And without knowing what it feels like to be happy, without realizing the beauty and the joy and the harmony that's in the world, because in your own family dynamics, you felt separate and insecure, maybe abandoned, not good enough, not worthy. Whatever those emotions have been that have been pent up inside of you, all these years you've stuffed them down, but the frequency you sent out was, I'm not worthy, I'm not good enough. I have trauma. And you sent out and attracted more and more and more. And so since every person on this planet has their own version of experiences that have cut them to the core, we went out in the world with our fake face and our fake lives and our need to communicate with others in a way that met their criteria, because you got to blend. And somewhere along the way, we lost ourselves. And varying degrees, and that's not to say that everyone has experienced this. But if you look at the mass consciousness as a whole, we're just waking up of centuries of sleeping. Because every time we think we're ready for a battle, a war, a task, to overcome something that is plaguing mankind or plaguing our families or disrupting us in our lives and shifting our patterns and pushing us backwards, every time we think we're ready, the spirit of laziness just comes right over us. It just seems insurmountable, it's not overcomable, and we just go, okay, I tried, I guess I might as well deal with the devil I know than the devil I don't know. And you keep moving forward. But we've been numbed down and we haven't been feeling anything for a very long time. So now when we look out on the streets and we see someone hurt and no one helps them, and people are recording this and we're recognizing that there's violence everywhere. Not stopping to realize that within each one of us, we have our own hurt and pain. But seeing it everywhere we turn now, seeing destruction, seeing injustice, seeing people hurt, it's reminding us of our own hurts. It's getting us more angry. And although it's not to be tolerated, anger is not the solution. Anger is what got us here. Love is the cure for all of this. And I know, how do you make a person love who doesn't know how? You can't. But you can be love and show love, and love is contagious, more contagious than any virus. You don't hear people saying, oh, come on, get out there and share love and express love and give love to everyone. You're hearing them say, go back to this dysfunctional world and hide now. And don't come out. Don't be who you've come to be, because you can't. Once did we ever hear people in the mainstream saying, go home, meditate, surround yourself with light, be one with God, know that you're protected, follow some protocols that will assist you in staying in alignment in your health, but care for your spirit, love yourself? Or were you told, go in and be afraid and don't come out until it's time? Well, fear lowers your vibration. If you ever wanted a million things to go wrong, and the list is endless, be in fear. You're going to attract it. You're going to make it happen. You're going to bring things to you. There are ways to have your voice heard. There are ways to be recognized. Simply by opening up your heart and letting your light shine and showing everyone that you are a piece of the power of God, and that there's no injustice that divine justice will not solve and heal. But we're calling on man's justice. Well, I don't know, for centuries, where has that gotten you? Because, I don't know, I'm feeling a little concerned here. What's happening? How are you going to make a change in your life and in the world if you're giving your power away, if you're relying on someone else to solve the problem? Remember, everything we perceive as a problem begins within us. I know it's time to put your big boy pants and big girl panties on, because each one of us is a piece of the whole, each one of us is a piece of the story, And each one of us is a piece of the problem. If you want to call it a problem, call it a problem. If you want to call it injustice, call it injustice. If you want to call it dysfunctionalism, Jesus, why not? We're a piece of it. So it's time to look in the mirror and talk to yourself and make some clear decisions as to how you want your life to be. Do not make the decision based on what's going on in the world, whether you think it's possible because the world may not support it, or there may not be enough money, or there may not be enough food, or there may not be a new job if you leave your job. There may not be the ability to travel to another country if that's what you want. It's okay. Don't worry about that. Make your mind up as to what you choose to have this experience of life be. And as you claim the power that is you, as you claim the energy that is here to support you on the journey and transform you and take you to ultimately what you've come to do in this life, the energy that you send out, that you emit, will be bigger and stronger than any 5G they could ever send out. Yeah, there's that radiation going on too. But what if you radiated more light and love? I know somebody may be thinking I'm special for saying that, but it's important for you to know that you can radiate and exude more love and more light than any device we have. And that has the power to transcend and transmute anything that is less than divine perfection. Your magnetic field is powerful. It is your mighty presence, your God presence that you send out into the world. Why should you want to hide it? Why would you want to be somewhere just waiting for the next shoe to drop? How is that? When you recognize your power, when you recognize your ability to communicate effectively, clearly, with love and peace, the two greatest powers, why would you have to do anything other than be love and peace? My spiritual teacher used to say, when people get upset and they raise their voice, talk quieter. Raised vibrations of hurt and anger do not accomplish anything in this world. And this is the age of Aquarius. This is the time when we shift from the conditioned ways that things have been for centuries to a higher frequency and a new way of being. And not everybody's ready for that, and that's okay. So don't judge them if they're not ready to be peace and love. Happy, happy. If they're not there, it's okay. They'll get there when it's time for them to get there. But if you're showing up, doing some work, and you're still wondering what's not working, you're missing peace and love, love and peace. You're missing the connection. There's one connection inside of you that tunes you into an entire universe that is sustained by one creator and manages to function without anybody directing it. It is put in place to exist and continue in movement without anything being fine-tuned and adjusted or ramped up from 3G to 5G. It just is. And if we had left ourselves alone, we would have been ramping up at just the right pace, and we wouldn't need any adjustment because we are programmed for an automatic update. So everyone, listen up. This time in the world is your automatic update. So if it is automatically doing it for you and you're not feeling much of an angst and a push and a disruption, good. But if you're feeling it, then this is a hard reset for you, and that's okay. But let's do it now. Why wait for the energy to be amped up and even more uncomfortable and more intense to decide, oh, I think I better hit the button that says automatic update. because Siri ain't going to do it for you. This is your turn to push the button within yourself and say, I'm ready. And the story that I've been telling everybody that is my sad story, my defeated story, my 1,000,001 reasons why I don't have my life partner, my 10,000 reasons why I don't have the job of my dreams, my story of what went wrong when I was little. And this is not to minimize what we've all been through, because we have all been through things. That was part of the contract. But can we leave the story and check it at the door somewhere? Can you step through the door to the new world, the new paradigm, and check that baggage with the coat check girl? Because, come on, your family, your father's father, your mother's mother, her mother's 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 mother, they've been telling this story for a long time. We have been enslaved to our story. We talk about things enslaving us from the outside in, but we enslave ourselves from the inside with our stories. So of course we can't break free from how things are. We're telling ourselves the same story. And then we tell someone else, and they believe it to be true, and then they tell the story, and then they say, oh, me too. And next thing you know, we all have a story. Oh, and what a story it is. And I know, we don't all have bad stories. It's not all bad. But why is it we spend more time talking about the bad stories than the good stories? Why not talk about the first time you were ever on a swing as a little child, and how free you felt, and that when they gave you that one big push and you pumped your legs up, and you felt your stomach just kind of jump inside and you giggled, how free you felt. Why not remember what that feels like? Why not remember the first time you got 100 on a test, or your best grade ever? Or if you played sports, the first time you hit a base hit or a home run? Or if you're a performer, the first time you stood on stage, and everybody applauded. Why not remember that? Why not remember the good things? The things that make your heart sing. The things that let you know that you're powerful, that you're beautiful, that you're a product of God, a piece of the whole, a world that we look at in awe, filled with amazing architecture that was designed by someone just like you. That was their skill set. That was their gift. Have you taken the time to know what your gift is? Or are you just losing it in your story? Are you just forgetting who you are? Or maybe you weren't encouraged to find out who you are. It's okay. It's never too late to write a new story. And no better time than a doorway that's wide open, that at any minute is going to shut. And you could choose to be back here in the old story, or you could say, I'm going through the door. I don't know what's at the other side of that door, but I'm going. Because inside of me, in my knowing, in my peace, not the chatter of the world, but inside of me, I know it's time to go. It's time to pack all my things. It's time to throw away the stories that don't serve me. And it's time for a new life. This shutdown should have given everybody an opportunity to say, I'm ready for a new life. I want a new life. I deserve a new life. Don't get distracted. There's a lot going on in the world. We know. And so much of it is powerful and is here to get people to notice what needs to change. But also remember that out there can't change if inside here in each one of us doesn't change. You could bang 1,000,000 tambourines on a street corner. If you don't change, nothing changes. Because you have to change your perspective. You have to change how you honor yourself. You have to change how you love yourself. You need to recalibrate aspects of your life. And for each one of you, it's going to be different. Then, when you step out into the world, you can influence change. You know, on social media, we talk about people being influencers. Each one of you is an influencer. But you gave your power away. Just put it on a bird and send it out. You gave your power away. Now we're clamoring we want our power back. Well, you gave it all away. So that's all right. Now's the time to go inside and create new power. Superpowers. Well, they've been superpowers all along. They just didn't tell you. So the power you gave away was the worldly power. Why not superpower yourself with the God power? I am a superpower. I am a super God power. I am a super manifester. I am a magnet that attracts love and peace. I am a radiant being exuding love and peace. Let that be your new mantra. Let that shoot everything out into the energy that you want, instead of all the hurt, the pain, the stories. And half the stories that you're hearing they're not true. You're hearing a piece of a story that has been clipped to present a message as to the way the person who's perceiving the story wants you to interpret the story. And then based on your life experiences, you are then twisting that story a little bit more because your perspective is from your life experiences, and now the story has taken a different meaning. And then you're telling someone else the story who hears it through their perspective and then sees something else that supports it on television and says, oh my goodness, that story matches what my friend told me, and it does remind me of something, so it must be true. And you don't even know what your own personal story is. How are you going to trust a story that's on the outside being shown in when you don't know from the inside what you're sending out? It may sound strong for some of you, and maybe some of you are saying, oh man. But yeah, oh man. Let's go. If you could feel the energy I feel right this minute, if you could feel the power that is the angels and the God that is here to accept all of us for who we are, for who we've come to be, and to embrace the love and the peace that we are a part of, and to empower all of us, that is not deeded by man, but deeded by God. If you could feel the power the way I feel the power, you would have no doubt. Even in the crowds of people that are upset, you would still see love. You would see love in everything. And you would know that love can heal. And you would see the cracks and the brokenness in people, but you'd see it through the eyes of love. And because you see it through the eyes of love, you would know it could change. You would know that by your being love and feeling love, you have the power to change the world. And you wouldn't feel alone. You would never be a victim again. You would be a person of great energy, great love, great peace. And you would infuse others with a magnetic flow that if they're willing to grab hold of and bring to their heart, their lives would change. It's time, everyone. It's time for you to get ready to change the story. The universe is now pushing us through a new doorway, a new dimension. And it's no further than what's right inside of you. It's nothing to be afraid of. There's nothing that's going to go on that might feel uncomfortable that you need to fear. Because you need to stay rooted in this, in the center of your heart. And when you feel the energy of love, open it more. Just let it be free. Like a mother who nurtures her bird in the nest. And then when she knows, when she believes, when she can see the growth, even though the little bird doesn't know, she gently nudges it out of the nest. And the bird has no time to stop and feel fear. The bird has to go inside of the knowing and the remembering of what they saw their mother do and the greatness of the power that's the bird. The bird needs to fly. And it takes off, fully equipped to handle anything that comes from that moment on. Finding food, staying safe, knowing just how to ride the current. Do you think that God equipped a bird, as beautiful a creature as it is, better than us, that we are created in God's image? Do you really think that God gave a bird more than God gave us? Oh, I think not. I think we have a lot more inside than we ever realized. And I'm willing to believe and bet that this change is going to bring much relief and much joy for all those who embrace it. Well, I'm so glad that you're here with us today. It is Sunday, June 7th. Oh my goodness. I'm stuck in the time warp. It is Sunday, June 7th of 2020. But I think it was around April 7th that they hit the complete shutdown pause button, so apparently I'm still trapped there. But I'm still saying the same thing. I'm still feeling the same thing. They could have locked me in a corner for 2 months, shut down my business, but nothing changed for me. It's all the same. It's energy. The outside world doesn't define what goes on the inside. And on this Sunday Fun Day, our time together, it's time to really tap into who you've come to be. It's time to peel back the layers and let's ask some really big questions today. Let's ask the questions that are going to take you from where you are to where you know you were born to be. Where is that? There's no dream, there's no aspiration that is that far if you open your heart. You can talk about how it's not here, or you can just step up and say, okay, universe, I'm going through the door, I'm heading to this 5th dimension energy, and I am part of the age of Aquarius, and I'm going to soar like the bird, because I'm not waiting for somebody on the outside with their story to use their power to push me out of the nest that my God prepared me to soar out of on my own, because I am equipped for anything and everything. Well, happy Sunday Fun Day, everyone. Glad to have you here, June 7th, 2020. It's a time warp for us, apparently. Glad to see everyone. Glad to have you all hanging out here. It's a powerful Sunday for us. And why is that? Oh, because we're together. We are embracing the beauty of each one of us, and we're going to answer questions, and we're going to open up with a collective reading to just give you some insight, what to expect. A lot of planets, they're going backwards. They're just retrograding. They're in uncomfortable positions. It's ramping up and amping up the energy that's really bringing out, well, the dark side. We went through the lunar eclipse. I know, we made it. But the energy is still out there. And we've got some more changes coming planetarily. And although I'm not an astrologer, I know that this influences us all the more because we are ready for change and the planets are pushing energetically for change because all of this is orchestrated by God. It's all put together for a reason so that each one of us can be the best possible individual we've come to be. So are you ready? Put it in the feed. I'm ready, Sarah Spiritual. Tell me that you're ready. You're ready for this change. You're ready for a shift. You're ready to step into your own personal power. And we're going to tune in. We're going to put some cards down. And I'm answering your questions. Let's ask those high-powered questions. And of course, I'm here at Chez Sarah Spiritual. We didn't move back to the center with our show stuff. We thought, hey, we got a grand piano here. We're going to have some music for you. We're going to write you a song just like that. And we're going to do some massive healing, answer some questions. And here at Chez Sarah Spiritual, I got my sidekick for Sunday Fun Days. I got Helena in the house. So Helena, how are you doing?
Had to do a little dance. I'm doing good, actually.
Yeah. Good.
Absolutely. We still live on Instagram over there?
We are still live
cool.
on Instagram. That's so great.
Absolutely. What's up, Instagram?
Yeah. And we might just get Instagram ready, and then we'll just kind of break it and get ready for the group card reading. We can even do that if we want to divide it up. So we get ready for our group card reading, our group collective energy. Tell me, everyone, you're ready to step in your power. Isabel Prado says she's ready to step into her power. Amen for that, because we've been through enough loss, enough heartache, enough pain. We've all been there. We are ready to let it go. Let it go, let it go. Yep, we are ready to let it go. And we got quite the few cards here. We are going to really give you some important messages today. And I do hope you share the page and share the experience. Glad to have you here. Yeah, we've got everybody here with us. All right, Helena. Let's see what we got going on here. We brought out, we got big cards, little cards, we got heart cards. We're just shuffling up because I just know like I know that we've got some important messages for all of you. Friendship energy is with us. Well, we know we are family and friends here. And dolphins, don't worry, be happy. The dolphin card from the mystical wisdom tells us, don't worry, be happy. Yeah, that's what we keep trying to tell ourselves. Don't worry, be happy. Oh, yes. And we are all ready for an epiphany, according to the other card that just fell through. So we are taking a look to see what's going on for the group. You know, I got to tell you, with Venus being retrograde, a lot of things are pulling up within your energy of who you are and your love. And it's really important now, more than ever, that you recognize your truth. We got our Jesus cards here. That's important for us. And then, of course, I got my old-fashioned Rider-Waite deck. And interestingly enough, the card that just flew up, we'll give it a whirl here, is the Justice card. So there you go, everyone. We got the Justice card. And let's see here. Are we ready, everybody? We are going to just pick it up here. How's everybody going here? We got Shirley here.
That's what I left her. She's like, I've been ready since the day I was born, just didn't know what for.
Here I am, baby. Signed, sealed, delivered, I'm yours. All right, let's see. We are going to take 3 of our mystical wisdom cards. No, they told me 4. Apparently we're changing it up here today, guys. Just for you. And I want you to really give some thought and consideration. What very high-level question do you want to ask? Ask with specificity. I just love that word, specificity. Ask with specificity and ask with your birth date. And if you're asking with someone else, about someone else, please give me their birth date. We are taking 3 Jesus cards. We have 4 mystical wisdom. We got 3 Jesus cards. These are beautiful cards done by Doreen Virtue, who is on a sabbatical from her original work, but she is on a new path. She went through her paradigm shift, and it led her to Jesus, and that's perfect for her. And personally, I have great connection with Jesus, so I say, you go, Doreen Virtue. All right, we got 4 Rider-Waite cards. We're going to see what we got going on here. And they're telling me to start with Jesus cards, so we're going to start with the Jesus cards. Ask and it shall be given to you by Matthew. In the book of Matthew, ask and it shall be given to you. And we want you all to recognize that anything you ask is already in the answer, in the energy around you. So it's the time to embrace all that is possible. The next one is, well done, thou good and faithful servant. You know, we are all here to be faithful, good servants, the expression of God in motion. So we have to be good, faithful servants to make amazing things happen in our life. And unto you it is given to know the mystery of the kingdom of God. So you have a question, you have uncertainties, you want to go tap into the mystery of God, and those answers lie within. They are within your heart and your soul. And apparently we pulled 4 Jesus cards because 2 were stuck together. So we're going to give you another one for the group. Watch and pray that you enter not into temptation. You know, very appropriate for us. And the reason why I say this is that let's not look at it as so much as a temptation as an opportunity for us to not get caught and go back down a rabbit hole that didn't serve us. Because so many of you are getting pulled down dark holes that are not going to advance you spiritually and emotionally. So it's so important for you to really tap into the knowing and not get caught up in some group mentality, some group belief. Be sure and know who you are and what your truth is. And now we're going to go to the mystical wisdom cards, and the first one is Archangel Gabriel, the messenger of creativity and hope. And Archangel Gabriel also brings us the messages. So we want those messages, all of us, and it's really important that you embrace all the power that you are by asking Archangel Gabriel to give you the creative flair necessary to express yourself in your own divine right. And the next one is resilience. We are resilient beings, and we wouldn't have signed up for this life experience, everyone, if we were not truly up to the task and definitely resilient. And then the next one is moving forward. Get ready for positive change. We need this mystical wisdom card. Get ready for positive change. Yes, indeed. It is the card that tells it all. Get ready, everybody. The door is open. It's one of those doors that you never know how long the timer's set before it shuts. I want you to imagine that we are in this dimension behind these doors. The door's open. I don't know how long the timer is for this, but the timer is going to shut. And when those doors shut, you could be on this side of the door, where you've been in the old story, in the old paradigm, or you can be on the other side. Personally, I'm going through the sliding door. I hope you all follow me. And celebration, let's go and have fun. And I know it's going to be a lot more fun when we pass through this. But this is going to make you question a lot. This energy on the planet is, well, it's not for the faint at heart. And if you notice, unfortunately, many people have exited the planet recently. Why? Because they're like, oh, shoot, drop the mic. I am out of here. I am not staying for this craziness. No, that's not in my contract, God. I'm out. And as much as we here on earth, it hurt us to see them leave, they were like, oh, no, I'm not equipped for that. We'll leave behind the powerful ones. They can handle it. But we've got to get ready for this positive change because it is time to go. It is time to go. So we had 4 Jesus cards. Thought we were getting 3, but Jesus gave us 4. We have 4 mystical wisdom cards. Interesting. We got 4 Rider-Waite cards. see what we got. Ah, visions. We need to envision the world as we want it to be. This individual here is seeing every aspect of life that they want, and they see it in their perfected state. How many of you are spending more time watching the television and watching everything unfold through the lens of whoever's showing it to you? Don't forget that part. Or how many of you are home envisioning life it's going to be when you go through the sliding door because you timed it perfectly and you're on the other side, happy in the fifth dimension, just chilling, pass through the angst and the muck of releasing old stuff that didn't serve you. It was like birthing 14 triplets all at once. But phew, you did it. Are you envisioning this? This envisioning will take you through with ease and grace. And then we have the Emperor. You know, there's some power and some struggles going on here. And this tells me that many of you are holding on to things that are not serving you, and you're choosing to rule in the same authoritative way in your life and how you choose to do things. And we need to release that energy. And we don't need a throne. We don't need the ego and the adornment. We just need to be who we are and know that we have all the power whether we're on a throne or not. And Spirit says patience. Temperance. We know that so much of what's going on is pulling up on all of you, is making you each feel as if you can't take it anymore and you just want this to be over. Can my life go back to the way it was? I am not liking this. I want to be able to do this. I used to be doing this and now I can't do this. And you're just focusing on what you can't do and what you don't want. And Spirit is saying patience. Everything is being recalculated, recalibrated, redesigned, reorganized for a better way of being. Stop looking at it as what the restriction is. Allow yourself to feel free within yourself, and there'll be no restriction that will prevent you from living your life as you have come to live it. You will be fine. And of course, there is great sense and fear of lack. Like people are feeling like they're being put out in the cold. We've lost jobs. Some people don't know where they're going to live if they don't have the money for their rent. I mean, we are feeling the sense of scarcity and lack. But if you notice in this card right here, this is the church. And so you have the energy of the church there as part of the experience. Knowing that God's energy and the abundance that is God, the holy vibration, is still with you. So you may feel as if you're out in the cold and that you are homeless. And maybe for some of you, that aspect of life is very imbalanced. Maybe you are suffering from some lack that is creating just not the right environment for you. But you have to trust that the energy that adorns your energy, that shines upon you, is going to be the energy that transforms everything. And that this being on the outside, almost looking in, is more of an illusion of what others want you to think, because the divine being you are is equipped to have everything that you want. We are here for all of you. We're going to answer your questions. And Helena, how are you feeling over there?
You know, I got a little surprise for you.
Oh, surprise. What are we up to?
I got a card of my own that I brought with me.
Oh, that's right. We picked a card yesterday from the Vibe Tribe, right?
Well, actually, yeah, I brought that deck with me. I picked 3 cards from Vibe Tribe for leading into today, and those 3 cards I don't have pulled out. But this one, while you were doing yours, I dug my hand into my bag, and guess who came out?
Who?
Mother Mary.
Oh, beautiful.
Sacrifice.
Yeah. And what deck is this one?
This is the Mystical Goddess Tarot.
Mystical Goddess Tarot. Ah,
Yeah.
yes. Mother Mary. We'll kind of put it up a little closer here. Mother Mary. Beautiful card. The Mystical Goddess Tarot. sacrifice. In order to receive, and please note in this card, in the center of her chest is the beautiful heart light that connects her to God, just like all of us have. And so life often will ask of you to sacrifice, but remember that you're always and forever entrusted and connected to God. So thank you, Helena, for that.
You're welcome. My heart said go in there and look at that.
Go in there. Dig in your bag.
Yeah.
You don't have snacks in there, do you? What else do you have
I
in
do
there?
have a snack in
She
there.
has snacks in there. I know.
I'm not ashamed.
She's like a bird. We have to feed her every 2 hours or else she just falls over. So, how's everyone doing here in the house? Good to have you. Okay. And here we go. We are going to, well done, thou faithful servant. We've got a lot of that coming up. Let's take a look and see who we've got here with us. Thank you, everyone. I do hope you share the page. We welcome you. People are releasing and letting go. We are happy to have you here. We will send you a couple of hearts. And give us your birthday. Give us a really high-powered question if you would. And we are ready. Let's see who we've got a question from here. I got a question here. I don't know if we've got it.
If it just came in, I don't have it yet.
Well, let's see. I've got a question. How do I differentiate
Truth and temptation.
my truth and temptation?
Yeah, that was Estorina. I got that one.
Yes, let's put that question up because that's a great question. We just take the questions as we're drawn to them. No specific order, no favoritism. Whatever Spirit prompts us to do. Usually I don't even have any say in the questions. Helena feeds them to me, so no bribing, Helena. All right. So let's pull that question up if we can. There we go. How do I differentiate my truth and temptation? Great question. I think that's a question for everyone. Your truth gives you a sense of peace, a sense of feeling rooted, knowing it's the right choice, and it is not based on anything that has any connection to your ego, your personality. It is purely about what feels right and gives you a sense of amazing tranquility and this beautiful sense of knowing that it's the right choice without having to ask anyone's opinion. Your temptation will be the thing that you get caught up in a reactive mode. You answer or do because you're reacting from a circumstance, a condition, a situation. Your temptation is based in the energy of feeling that you need to prove something, or there's something left on your list to check off, and the journey of life and the gallery of pictures are not complete. So that is how you can tell the difference. It's a feeling. And the greatest thing to choose is always something that you know that fills your heart with joy, and your truth will always lead you to being of service to others. That's one of the best aspects of being in alignment with truth. You will always be of service to others. Thank you, Estrena Gan, for your Facebook question. That was a great question. Let's see, what other questions do we have here? Hello, everyone who's joining us on YouTube. Hello, everyone on Facebook. Hello, everybody on Instagram. Hello, everybody all across the social media platforms that we're on. Thank you so much for joining us. We have some cards here, but we also have, some interesting tricks we've got up our sleeve. Who else do we have?
I've got Terry Airy asking, should I leave my job as home care and do something else? Please help.
It is a perfect time for you to step into feeling more rewarded. I know there's an aspect of home care that really brings you a sense of peace, but I am feeling as if you're ready for a new, they give me a challenge, but let's just say a new level up, a new opportunity. And this year is about your personal power, your ability to know who you've come to be and self-love and self-nurture and express unconditional love for self so that you can emulate it out into the world. So Terry, it is a good time for you to get ready to leave your job in healthcare. First, give some thought and consideration. What would a new role look like for you? And if it's something that involves some tasks, maybe some study or certification, to begin to see what that entails. And then you make the change. When I step you into 2022, I do not see you in the role of home health care by June of 2022. So this year opens up the door for change. You are the person who is directing the change. So it would be a powerful tool for you to make a change, something that is a little more nurturing for you and fills you in a different way of purpose. That's the clue Spirit gives me to give you. Thank you so much for your Facebook question. Who else do we have here?
I want to go to YouTube. It was just Rebecca's birthday yesterday. Happy birthday.
Hey, Rebecca Jones. Happy birthday, Rebecca Jones. Hey, everyone.
She says, my relationship has been strained for some time. I don't know what I should do.
Okay. First of all, you're both kind of stubborn, a little stuck. The relationship has been strained, but he's not an easy guy. And this year is a year for him to complete a very important cycle in his life. And I think he's feeling that push. And there should have been a change in something for him related to something personal or hits home to him personally or his job. Because this change, if it hasn't happened, it's coming. And this is his wake-up call to push him to make a change. When I go back into the past 2 years, the relationship seems to have been strained. You know, I know you don't know what you should do. All you can do is care for self and love self. And you yourself should be working on some new aspects for fulfillment and career and moving forward in the relationship with self and self-fulfillment of a financial foundation and a purposeful career. And as you do that, what you will find is you will be happier. And if he's not at the same vibrational match, you've been changing both at 2 different levels, at 2 different speeds, then in time, you're going to have to take a step back and make a decision. It is not time for you to make that decision yet. He's going through some changes. You will know more whether you want to stay or unfortunately go. Might be fortunately, it depends how you look at it. And that would be after October of 2020. So be patient with yourself and focus on some things you can do for your career, Rebecca Jones, and belated happy birthday to you. Who else do we have?
I have a question from Constantina in Greece.
Hey, Constantina in Greece, good to have you here with us.
She needs some guidance with her husband, Kostas. There's a problem between him and the family. They aren't honest, and she's in between. Is her marriage going to last? She feels oppressed.
Really powerful question. When we get caught in between people, it is difficult because you can't pick a side, because then you get ostracized from a side. And of course, your husband expects you to be loyal to him because he is your husband. The relationship needs to have a mutual understanding and mutual respect. And your husband is someone who, if I were to say, holds a grudge, this would be him. And he takes a lot of things personally anyhow. And your husband looks at the big picture and the picture of how he sees it in a truth. That is his perception. And he does not and is not open to someone else's opinion. There has been much dishonesty, more than you realize, more than that which has surfaced. And so in a way, he is right to feel how he feels, as is your family. So I can understand how you totally are caught in the middle of this crossfire. The question is the marriage going to last? And so that is a question that you must answer. Is the marriage going to last? Well, how much are you going to put into the marriage? And where is your life? Where is your future? Is your future tied to your family and what your family expects and believes? Or have you chosen to make a life with this man and you love him and you cannot imagine life without him, and you want to work out your differences between the two of you and move forward? You know, it is written that a woman shall leave her family and a man shall leave and the two shall join together. So we are removed from our family so that we can partner and begin a new family. That is biblical. That is what has been created for mankind to do. So it is for you. I will tell you this. You and your husband are two totally different people. But most of the time you complement each other beautifully. But it's a strong personality. Both of you have it, but you tend to please rather than express yourself. So this feeling of oppression, the only person who can free you is you, and the first thing you do is work on you. And I cannot tell you whether you stay or go, but I can tell you that there will be an aha moment by February 2021. So hold on to your hat, girl. It's going to get a little more interesting before a decision is made in this. So work on you. Thank you so much, Constantina in Greece, for joining us for this Facebook Sunday Fun Day. Thank you so much. And thank you everyone who on YouTube is joining us. And hi everyone on Instagram. Good to have you here with us. Who else do we have?
Next I have Tasha Allen on Facebook.
Yes.
She has a dog grooming business. She's wondering, is it the right time to continue? She's looking to reopen her business and she needs some guidance.
It is the right time, and you can reopen your business. You can adopt some measures that will allow the pups to be given to you and you remain separate from the owners, and just take care of the dogs. The dogs have really, girl, I know my dogs look like, well, hell, they don't look good at all. Like, they seriously need a grooming. Like, they look like they got caught in the rain 17 times over. They do not look good. So I'm sure a lot of people need your services, and the animals feel much better when they're feeling a little clean and spruced up. So I think you doing it for the animals will be service enough, and the universe will protect you, and you put in place some things that will guarantee that you don't have any unnecessary exposure to anything. And remember that you are sealed by the light, Tasha Allen, and all will be well. Reopen your dog business. It's time to care for the pups, because their owners probably haven't really done the job that you would have done. I know I didn't. So thank you so much, Tasha Allen. How close are you to West Palm Beach, Tasha? We need some puppy emergency grooming here. So thank you, Tasha. Good luck with this. It's going to be very good for you to get back to work. Very rewarding, too. So you don't have to groom your dog, do you, Helena? Not really.
She needs a good scrub. She's got the short hair, so that's pretty much it. I just got to scrub her toes. That's her dirtiest spot, because she likes to step in the dirt and the mud. Yeah.
Dirty toes.
Dirty
She's got
toe.
a dirty toe pup, yeah.
I call her that.
I have white dogs, so they are looking like they're gray pups right about now. They're not looking very good.
Oh yeah, my dog's got like white socks, so anytime she steps in the mud, you can see it.
Who else do we have here?
I got Shelly on YouTube. She says, I'll be going to a new physician in a couple days, and I'd like to know if there are any health concerns I need to focus on before it turns into something serious.
To Shelly Michelle. I wouldn't say before anything turns into something serious. I think you know that you haven't done everything for yourself health-wise to stay in good health. It is really important for you to make a move to a new position. This year does incorporate the balance of spirituality, family, and self-love here, and career. So it's really important that these aspects, these major aspects of life, are met for you. So it is time to begin a new position. I'm not getting anything that makes me feel as if there's a health concern that is detrimental for you. So just take good care of self and up and make the changes that you know are necessary for yourself. Who else do we have? You know what? I saw something about somebody Egyptian.
Yes, I have that one.
Give me that question here. Walk like an Egyptian.
It's from Eileen.
Aileen Olson. Hey, Aileen, how are you? I think I'll be seeing you soon. Is the Egyptian guide around me for my highest good? Hi, it's Aileen. Hey, Aileen. Is the Egyptian god around you for your highest good? Let's see here. There is an Egyptian god that is with you, but it seems to be tied to the energy of, it is for your good. It is just a, I'm going to call it a interesting, difficult spirit that is with you, this guide. I see it tied to the energy of a galactic energy, an alien energy, this Egyptian spirit guide. So that may be where you're feeling these different frequencies and questioning it's the intentions of purity. But this guide is here to prepare you for what's to come. So it is part of the preparatory energy for you, and it is here to be for your good. You will interpret it as highest good or not, whether you let the frequencies influence you before you're ready. There's a modulation, is the word they give me, that you're going to go through. But sounds interesting, and I know this Egyptian guide will be around you for a bit. So soak in the energy and know that it is tied to an alien galactic force, and that's where you might want to tread a little lightly with some of that. Thank you, Aileen Olson, for that Facebook question. Very interesting. Wasn't expecting to be talking about aliens, but you know, we do have to talk about them sometime. Who else do we have? You know what? I mean, given 2020, I think the aliens are showing up any minute. What about you?
Well, we just Americans went on an American craft to the International Space Station for the first time without relying on China or Russia.
Yeah.
Something big is happening in space. We might be taking our own trips to the moon soon.
Are aliens going to be like our bus drivers, or what?
I don't see why not.
Oh, I don't know.
Right now it's SpaceX, but
SpaceX, yeah. Well.
Elon Musk, yeah.
So I guess the aliens are sitting there going, well, it's about time you people made it up here. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So who else do we have?
That is where a lot of U.S. government has gotten their information. There's some information out there about that.
Oh, I spy with my Sarah spiritual eye. Imagine if I were up in SpaceX. Lord, we would never be the same. Oh, God. Are you kidding me? The aliens would take me and give me right back. They actually did that once. They took me, sent me right back.
I'd be like, nah,
that's
not this
another
one.
story for another time, boys and girls. The day Sarah Spiritual got taken by aliens. Oh, Lord. We need to have something other than water drinking right now. Claudia Mello, our good friend Claudia Mello.
Yes, she's on YouTube asking, when will my health improve?
Claudia Mello, you are I don't know, you take a lick and keep on ticking, honey. You know, interestingly enough, I feel like the recalibration of the energy on the planet, I actually feel like that is going to help you. As long as you aren't too close to 5G, it's going to help you, because I feel like the frequency in your body is elevating, and it's going to help purify your cells and diminish some of the radical energetic cells that are trying to invade your body. Almost like the invasion of Normandy is what it looks like inside your body. But I feel as if your health is going to make an upswing for the better. I feel like this last illness a few months ago was a purging out of a lot of old emotions and a lot of old energy. So thank you so much, Claudia Mello, for that health question. And I look forward to seeing you soon. Thank you. Who else do we have?
Next, I want to go to Grace Conright. She has a great question for
Grace
all.
Conright.
She says, I have had deep-rooted anger issues my whole life. How can I get to the core of this anger and release the blocks?
Grace Conright, that is the $1,000,000 question, my friend. Let me tell you that the number one thing you really want to do is do a process called, drum roll please, soul integration. And we just happen to extend our sail for soul integration a little bit longer, because I realize so many people are feeling triggered. And the anger has to do with an emotion and experience happening that is tied to when you, Grace Conway, Conwright were a little girl. And the way I see the energy, they want to place me to the energy of 6, so I don't know what was going on in the family at that moment. There seems to be a division in family. You felt separate from other people in the family at the age of 6, and whatever that hurt and angst is, it's been bottled up like a genie inside a bottle, just waiting to explode. And the core of this anger needs to be identified, and we need to heal it, we need to integrate, and we need to invite your little being, your little girl, to join us in the future, and we need to do the work for that. Soul integration, visit my website, Grace Conwright, at www.sarahspiritual.com/sessions, but you might even find it on a special page because it is one of our sale items right now for the next, I think through the 15th we extended the sale, because we find that if we go inside and we do the work of our inner being, we can release some of the old patterns. And I know a lot of people find themselves caught up in patterns of anger, patterns of frustration, patterns that are not good enough, patterns of lack, relationship patterns where we attract someone and we think, yay, this is the one, only for it to end up just like the last, if not worse. So these are patterns that can be dissolved, and the cords of that are removed, because it's only reason why it keeps reattaching is that there is an aspect of you trapped in the past that is the magnet that is attracting these experiences, because that is the perception of who you really think you are. Your little girl is running the show. We refer to them as orphans. So you've got orphans, Grace Conwright, running your life inside of your little being. So it's time to do some great integration work. So I look forward to having that session with you in the near future. Who else do we have?
Next I have Levon Aquarius. I love that name. She says, can you see what's next?
This is the dawning of the age of Aquarius. Levon Aquarius, yes.
Can you see what's next for me in terms of love? I have had bad relationships for a long time, and I'm just ready for my real love life to start.
Get ready, because here I come. Yes, indeed, Levon Aquarius. It is actually a very important time for you, because this time is a deep time of recognizing your soul, your purpose, your energy. You may not want to hear what I have to say as far as how long this is going to take to find the right love, but I do feel that this self-examination, self-exploration, self-connection is going to open your heart even more, heal some of the past, allow you to bring the walls down, because you have a wall up, so you're attracting people who are not able to really connect with you fully. And so when you drop this wall down and you welcome them in, then you will be completely ready. And that makes me go to, oh Lord, do not get mad with me, but I feel like 2022, 2023 is when you, I know you're not happy with me, I know, but that's when you have this real great partnership. Now, mind you, we are halfway through 2020, so you're really looking at anywhere from about the next, I'm going to say about 17 months on, is when I really feel the right strong connection. Might kiss a frog in the meantime, but you are up-leveling your self-love and self-expression, and you're actually this year on a very important spiritual journey, Levon Aquarius, and this is a spiritual transformation time that prepares you for a evolution in love, which attracts an equal vibrational match. And Lord knows you don't want to go digging in the trenches anymore to find your love and pull out, well, this one will do. No, we don't want that. We want someone that's an equal vibrational match. So we're going to push you out to 2022 for that, to really come into full fruition. Thank you so much for your Facebook question. I always, when Spirit tells me these dates and times, I'm like, no, we want to hear it done in 3 weeks or less, Spirit. And Spirit's like, well, that ain't happening, Sarah. And I'm like, but Spirit, that's not what they want to hear. This is Spirit in the background going, just tell them 2022, do not get attached to the answer. I'm like, but Spirit, that's not what we want to hear. We're human. Spirit's like, Sarah Spiritual, just give the message. So I just give the message.
Levon's good with 2023. She said that's her graduation year.
Well, good. Good. So that's good.
I remember you told me wait till 2021. I was like, what about 2020?
I told you 2020 was a bust. And what has 2020 been? A bust. Yeah. See, when you're in the inner circle of Sarah Spiritual and Sarah Spiritual tells you stuff, you're like, dang, I really didn't want her to tell me anything.
You just gotta shut up and listen. I think
shut
I
up and
learned that.
Yeah, see, Helena, no, shut up and listen. Sarah's on her pontification moment. But what happens, Helena, when that happens?
When what happens?
Unsolicited pontification from Sarah Spiritual unfolds. What happens? It plays like a violin.
Hot Mess Express stuff happens and changes. That's for sure.
Happens and changes. Yeah. Then again, there's always the famous Sarah Spiritual look. When I give you the look.
Oh yeah, that eye.
A look, and it's like,
Yeah.
oh, like, and people are talking to me. I give them the look like, I'm glad you think it's going to go down that way, but it's not. Like, seriously not. But, you know, no one asked me my opinion, so I just listen to people talk. Like, when I go out into the world, people talk, blah, 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 blah. And I just sit there and all of a sudden I go, I'm like, oh, that's not going down the way you think it is. But nobody asked me, so zip it, Sarah Spiritual. I just sit back and go, what were we eating for dinner? Just keep eating, Sarah. Do not voice your opinion. So, and every once in a while, it's like someone kicks me under the table. It's like, tell them it's not a good idea. I'm like, that's not a good idea. They're like, why do you say that? Just a feeling. Reasons why you don't want to go out to dinner with Sarah Spiritual. She might tell you exactly what you don't want to hear. Mm-hmm. So, I'm kidding.
Nah, I've been to dinner with you. It's nice.
We have fun at dinner when we go out to dinner. Of course, we're not going anywhere right now. All right, what else we got?
Yeah, we got Michelle Anthony. She's asking, will the job offer I just accepted and relocating for be the best choice for myself and family?
Oh, will the job offer I accepted and relocating? Okay, Michelle, Anthony, let's begin with this. We're asking the question after we took the action. So my first statement to you is this. If you've accepted the job and you feel good about it, the hesitation you have is the fear of the unknown. And even if there could have been something better, you have chosen this. This is where free will is in play, and it means that the universe, God and the angels, are going to support this and make it be the best transition time for your family and yourself. And if there's a better opportunity, this will just be a stepping stone. But let's take a look at where you are. You are in a tremendous place of career advancement. This year, the universe was nudging you to make a change. And often when we're faced with this, there's usually more than one choice or more than one thing we're considering, or staying where we are and looking to see if we can move in the place we are, or taking a leap of faith. I always applaud people who take a leap of faith and step out like brave souls, because that means you're like the bird. Mom pushed you out of the nest, as we were talking earlier, and you had no other choice but fly. And you turned into your inner knowing and just made the choice. Now, had we talked about it before, I'm happy to tell you, I would have told you take the job. So it will work out. It's a change. It will require a little adaptation, Spirit tells me. Adaption, and maybe not everyone in your family is as adaptable as you are, but that's okay. You can train them. They'll get along fine. Good job. Congratulations. Good move, Michelle Anthony. And I do see this job as a stepping stone for another job, and I get excited. This is your year to soar in career, and the next 3 years are going to build a lot of momentum, and just wait for you for 2024. Thank you, Michelle, for that Facebook question. Who else do we have here?
Next, I have Rob Christian Caldwell. Any thoughts on relationships for me or pursuing a hobby?
Well, Rob Christian Caldwell, I don't even put those two things in the same bucket. So, all right, relationship, or do I need a good hobby? That's an important question, isn't it? I know sometimes relationships are not so easy. A hobby's easier. I get it. But this actually is a really important time for you to do things that expand you so that you meet other people and take yourself out on a new direction and a new connection. I feel like you need to meet some new people. And for you, Rob, Christian Caldwell, the most important time for relationship will most likely be in the beginning of next year. So if in the meantime you need yourself a good hobby that gets you out so you can meet a few new people, put you in a few new circles, then I guess the hobby is the choice for the moment. But do not put relationship too far on the back burner, because something important is coming around the mountain. And when I look at, gotta go back now, 2011 into 2012, I feel like that was a tumultuous time for you. I just feel like relationship things were out of sync then, and you're still kind of coming back out of 2011, 2012, 2013. That time seems off for me in relationship. So when I move you into this new time, this new paradigm, and I take you out of the most of this 2020 and I bring you into 2021, the energy just feels more conducive for relationships. So Lord, get yourself a good hobby. Why not? I just never thought we'd be going relationship or hobby. It's like pizza or chicken. I don't know. But thank you for that question. What's up over there, Helena?
My brain's like, just put that chicken on the pizza.
Helena's
You might find both and doing both.
How was lunch, Helena?
Oh, I'm still thinking about the salad and the crispy eggplant.
Yeah, we had salad.
It was a good salad. I ain't gonna
It's a good
lie.
salad.
Yeah.
What else we got?
I got Iris asking, will I be able to travel to my love in August?
Will you be my love? Will the borders be open? Will I fly to my love? I don't know about August. I'm feeling closer to September. Easy, 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 Iris. I almost say whatever day you're shooting for in August, I want you to add 3 weeks to it. Just saying, kind of the way I'm feeling. All right, Iris, closer to September is what I see. But yes, you will get to be with your love. Thank you, Iris, for your Facebook question. Who else do we have here?
Next, ooh, I got Joy Christina Wright.
Joy Christina Wright. I love that you have like 3 names. Like I'm having trouble just spitting out one name. Joy Christina Wright. Yes.
She's feeling big shifts. She'll be seeing David, her love, for the first time in about 2.5 months. Do you see anything arising and developing?
Well, this is a good time for you and David. And I think it's a good time to have that heart-to-heart. Remembering that Venus, planet of love, will be retrograde. And Mercury's going retrograde. We want to not have overly big expectations. We just want to show up raw, vulnerable, our true authentic self, heart-to-heart, soul-to-soul. And remember that David is really in this place of he just wants to be able to move things at a pace that feels good for him. And you both are really going through amazing change. And he is really closing out some old chapters for himself. And when I look at this energy for the both of you, he's in this personal power year and closing out a lot of energies of things that no longer serve him, learning to love himself and define himself. And you're much more settled in who you are. And so you just have to allow him to be free. He doesn't want to feel clamped down and smothered. And so that's what this push and pull has been. And then, of course, a pandemic didn't help you guys much either. But Joy Christina Wright, it's going to be a good connection to see each other, just be truthful and honest and vulnerable is really important, because if you can't show someone who you are, then who do they love and who do you love? You've got to be able to be your own true, authentic self. So thank you, Joy Christina Wright. I think it's going to be a nice connection, a nice reunion for the two of you. Thank you. Yes. Who else do we have here? How's everybody doing here on Facebook?
I got Champa. Champa would like to know about her health. Looks like she's a little concerned.
Miss Champa. Champa Camalelli. I see here for you that this, I don't know if there's a protocol you're on or something you're considering, but I feel like we need to change some protocol. We need to change things in the diet, and I am feeling a lot of inflammation in the body, but I also am feeling an imbalance, and this imbalance seems to have to do with a level, and the level seems to be connected more to something that is an indicator of a potential greater problem. So an ounce of prevention now is what I hear in my head. So I do feel that you will pass through this, but this is like your wake-up call, your warning. So do what you need to do now so that we can just push it off and not have it be a part of our experience. Thank you, Champa Camilli, for your Facebook question. We're going to send Archangel Raphael to do healing, and I do hope you stay with us when we do our healing, because I feel like things are out of alignment in the physical body, rooting in inflammation and an imbalance in something, and I actually put it as a marker. So something that marks like we're at this level and we need to push it back, otherwise things get complicated. Thank you so much for your Facebook question. Who else do we have?
I have Wayne Rodriguez.
Rodriguez, yes.
All the way in the West Indies.
How you doing, Wayne?
Says, Almighty God, continue to bless our live stream and
Thank
all
you.
our staff and family. He's waiting on a job, and he's wondering what's going on. Will he get this job?
You know, I think that's a job you've been waiting on now for about a month or two. I feel like things are really pushed back because of what's going on. I do see work coming for you, and I do see job coming for you. When I place you in the timeline, I feel like this year brings you great expansion, and you may not know about this job until after or around July 20th. And that's not such a bad thing, Wayne, because I would rather you start this job after the middle of July, as we're coming out of Mercury retrograde or clear of Mercury retrograde altogether, because it would be the best time to really embrace this job. I feel like this is something you're suited for, and that it's really holed up on their end. And there's, tell me, 2 people that are in line for the role that you're suiting up for. So just keep holding the positive vibes, Wayne, and we will hold those vibes for you as well. Thank you for your good wishes for our live. And who else do we have here?
Next, I want to go to, where does Spirit want me to go?
But I do see a job coming for Wayne. So keep going, Wayne.
I got Lily Gonzalez asking, should I leave my current job?
Not yet, Lily Gonzalez, not yet. I know you want to, but now Spirit makes me feel it's not quite the right time for change for you. But you will leave your current job between December and February. December of 2020 and February of 2021, but not right this second. See if you can stay put a little bit longer. Try to suck it up, because now would be a better time for you to just kind of ride the wave. There's a new opportunity that's going to present itself for you. You will look for it, and it'll be the perfect fit, the perfect next step. Leaving your job now is just going to be a little unstable, is the word they give me. So thank you, Lily Gonzalez, for that Facebook question. Who else do we have here?
I have Brianna asking, where am I meant to be? I don't know anymore. What changes do I need to make to get there? She says she's ready.
Brianna, Miss Bree, interesting, you just closed a chapter of your life, everything was all figured out, and now that part of life is planned, so you need, girl, you need a whole new plan. So what are we going to do? Well, here's the thing. You want to go back and study and further your education. You need to find the next right program to further the education so that you can pursue your career, and also to keep your creative juices flowing by sustaining your photography and using that as a tool to generate revenue. I do feel like there's some move coming for you. Like, I don't know that you're going to finish the next part of schooling in that immediate area. I feel like there's a move, and I feel like you're ready for a complete reset and a fresh start. So be open for that, Brianna. And the changes you need to make to get yourself ready and get yourself there is to clearly write down what you want your life to look like in the next 5 years, and hold the vision, write it down, the aspects of life, relationship, career, income, what does it feel like, write it down, pray on it, fold it up, put it to the side, and say, okay, universe, you got the order, show me the money. And they'll be right there by your side, Brianna. Thank you so much for your Facebook question. Who else do we have?
Next I have Dominique.
Dominique Madelon. Hey, Dominique, good to see you.
Asking, what can I do to assist my recovery of my current health diagnosis to create the best possible outcome?
The best thing that you can do to assist yourself in the recovery is, and some I'm sure they have informed you, is definite dietary change. You can also do a lot of energy work, a lot of healing work, a lot of trauma work, a lot of shadow work. You can do a lot of energy work around your soul. Your soul integration would be a wonderful aspect to look at because the imbalance in the body that caused the malaise and the disease is rooted in emotion, and it is rooted in things that got bound up and became toxic and blocked up. So this disease in your body represents a blockage, and we can remove the blockage and we can do the process and the procedure that brings about the physical healing, but the emotional healings will speed this up, and also, if done with the right energy, maybe allow you to circumvent some of the traditional medicine that would be recommended for this recovery. So you do have the power to heal. I encourage you to embrace it. I send you much love, and I do know that Archangel Raphael will assist you, Dominique Madeline, in this very difficult time of healing, but will be most beneficial once you fully embrace it and surrender, knowing that you are a divine vessel of light in God's energy, and that you can purify your body instantaneously. Thank you for joining us on this Facebook message tonight. Thank you. Who else do we have?
I have Cynthia Rodriguez. She says, I'm finally done with the past and looking forward to new things. Can you see if anything new will happen in my life, new job, home, or love?
Of course something new is going to happen. Is anything new going to happen? Lots new is going to happen. And you know why that's going to happen, Cynthia Rodriguez? First and foremost, because Spirit tells me you asked for it, you're going to get it. You're going to get all the changes that you want, step by step, based on your availability and receptivity to it. So when I step into the energy, the first thing they make me aware of, wow, is a lot of creativity, a lot of creative visualization, and I see new work coming for you first. I feel like you're ready to make a job change. That puts you in a different situation, circumstances, and places, and then I feel new love comes in, and a lot of this begins to happen everything really comes together, begins to happen in September, October of this year, and it really cements and comes together by about March of 2021. I was losing track of what year am I in. Apparently, a minute ago, I thought I was still on April 7th, and we're in June 7th, so it's a wonder I know what year we're in. So Cynthia Rodriguez, fasten your seatbelt, girl, because it's going to be a really interesting ride. Start with work first. Let's up the ante. Let's get some new abundance in, a new role, a new challenge, and then let it take off. You are worthy beyond belief, and say to yourself, I am worthy. I am open and receptive for the changes I desire. And everyone here can say that. I am worthy. I am open and receptive to the changes I desire. I am worthy. I am open and receptive to the changes I desire. And then, universe, bring it on. Who else do we have here, Helena?
Next, I have Helena Paula. She's starting one new job with a client on June 9th. How's this going to go for Helena?
It should go well for Helena. Helena needs to focus and listen as to what the client's needs are, and then as you focus and listen on the needs, you'll be able to implement the work necessary. And June 9th is going to be a powerful day for you. There's a lot of good energy around you at this time. And I will tell you this, Helena, that you have a really strong, powerful love energy that's going to be the light that shines in all of your interactions with people for business. And this is going to attract more and more people. The more you love yourself and honor yourself, Helena Paula, the better it's going to be for you to attract the right work environment and experiences. I need to go to 1226. Sue, right down there. There you go. Sue asked the question, do I need to relocate soon? And if so, where do I see you? I don't know that I would say soon, but I do know that a change. And Sue, I wish I knew where you lived now. So if you're watching us at this minute, if you could tell me, I don't want your address, just give me like your city and state, please. Because Sue, I feel like there's a northern picture for you. And I don't know if it's going to be northern in your state or the next state or two north of you. That's how I feel. So the relocation should really also have something to do that's going to cement and deepen is the better word, deepen career for you, deepen something in the aspect of what you desire to have in a career for yourself. This is really going to suit you well to position yourself in something that's going to focus your energy in the perfect career, the perfect passion and purpose. This time in your life is for purposeful living, so we don't look at it as career as maybe we did when we were in our 20s. It is something you look at as like, this is the mission for me to live. It's not just about getting a job out of college, getting a paycheck. This is about living your life and transforming. They're taking me north. There's a northern point. If we don't have your answer in the feed right now, we're going to leave it with the north, and you can always correspond with me later. Thank you, Sue, for that Facebook question. Who else do we have here? So Sue says she's now in New Jersey. Okay, I got it. I just saw it in my feed here. So she's now in New Jersey. Yeah, I'm still hearing north. Personally, being from New Jersey and thinking north of that, girl, I guess you'll still be wearing snow boots, but I just feel like there's something else coming. So it could be a northern part of New Jersey, not knowing the place in New Jersey, or even north out of New Jersey. So look into that, but think what will support what I ultimately desire to create for myself for purpose and passion. You want to find the perfect environment, perfect home setting, perfect demographic for what you want to create. You want to envision all that, and it's really something that takes off towards the end of this year. So you don't relocate yet, but it's something for you to put our thoughts into, and then everything kind of starts to move in that direction at the end of 2021. Who else do we have here?
This question just came in from Millie Sanchez.
Millie Sanchez, good to see you here.
She says, I lost my job 2 months ago and I have to sell my house. What is going to happen?
Well, you will find another job. I do see another job coming for you. This year represents for you new community, new connections. So I'm not surprised that you're going to have a new job and a new community, a new relocation. And it is time for you to simplify and make things easier for yourself. And there will be a job to support the move so you can sell your house and then you can have another place to live. So I don't see you being without. So please don't hold on to the feeling of lack. because that's not the direction I see you going in. I really see you in this energy of abundance, actually. So just hold on a little bit. Everything will move forward. I feel like the house sells somewhere. I know you say you need to sell your house, but I feel like there's a process associated with it that will most likely take us between September, October. So you may need to sell your house, but I don't see everything moving fast enough to be done in the next 2 months. I feel like it's elongated a bit. So I see that change coming for you, and it's going to all fall into place perfectly. Thank you, Millie Sanchez, for your Facebook question. We're going to get ready to do some healing for all of you and continue messages. So we're going to take a break for just about a minute or two as we step into the energy of healing. We're going to move over, and we are going to ask of all of you, give me some words, give me some feelings, give me something that if I were to give you a message and place my hands on the piano and just send a message with my voice of healing that will help you transform, what would you love for that to be? You all work on that while we play a song that's one of my channeled songs, and we rearrange our set. We'll be with you in about 65 seconds. Stay with us. Don't go away. This is when we will write a message for you and give you the energy you need to heal. Spirit channeled music that's given right to me for you. Nothing I play here I've ever played before. It's whatever they give me to answer all of you. But I know as I sit here at the piano, there's something they want to say. And so we're going to open up to the energy and we're going to channel. And then I ask that all of you give me a word, give me a feeling that lets us know what you need to know. Oh, I believe, I believe life is precious, and all I know is right here inside me. All I know resides in my heart. I believe in peace and love. I believe in joy now, and everything I am is all that I was meant to be. I believe in peace and love, and everyone feeling light and love and equality. Light and love. Oh, I am all that I am. I am love. I am peace. I know the world is changing, but I'm ready.
heart I'm open. Feel the love inside. Follow the light. Feel the love inside. Open your heart. Open your soul. I am light. I am love. I am, I am, I am. I am peace. I am light. I am one, and I am love. I am love. I am love. We are light, we are love, we are peace, and we are unity. That's the message that Spirit has for all of you here, channeled live. That's what they gave us. So glad to be connecting with all of you here. We changed our set. Sunday Fun Day is now musical madness here. And we're going to see what Spirit gives us and what messages we can give all of you. What do we have in the way of words, Helena?
We asked for words, and everybody came ready.
They're ready. I know we gave you a heads up.
Yeah.
Let's start here. Grace Conwright gave us free. Free like a bird. Lily Gonzalez gave us health and wellness.
What else?
Susan Perry's got some scared feelings. And Ella Gons gave us some gratitude.
When darkness falls and I feel alone, I wait for you to comfort me. I wait for you to wrap me in your arms when darkness comes. When darkness falls, I feel afraid. But I know the sunlight comes. Until that time, I'll stand strong. When the darkness falls, I know you'll come and wrap me in your arms and fill my world when I'm scared and afraid. I'll feel your love. I'll feel your love. feel your love when darkness comes, when darkness falls, and I'm scared and alone. I'll feel you. Ooh, I'll feel you. There we go. When we're scared and alone, darkness comes, but I'll feel you. What do we have, Helena?
Oh, I got chills.
You got chills.
Well, so many people are writing this in. Transformation.
What else we got?
I got that like 5 times here. We also got sacred energy, humanity, and empathy.
What else we got?
Divine calling,
Keep going.
purity, love and beauty, hopeful, family and peace,
Keep going.
I've got the question, will peace ever come? Moving forward. Freedom flight.
All right, we're there. You can hold me down. You can try to stop me. But I know who I am. And I was born to fly. You can try to weigh me down. You can try to disrupt my way. You can try to make me believe your lies. But I know who I am. And I was born to fly. I was born to soar. I was born to rise above it all. And I was born to take flight. You can call me names. You can judge me now. You can say you know who I am. But I know the truth. You can build a story that makes you feel better about you. You can try to fill me with fear, but I know who I am, and I was born to fly. Don't fill me with your lies. I am gonna reach new heights, 'cause I was born to take flight. You can try to bring me down, but I know the truth, and I know who I am, and I was born to fly. I was born to fly. was a mix of a few things, I think.
Spirit came busting through on those lyrics and through those lungs. It got loud, but in a good way.
Yep, we have the Spirit coming through. You give us the words, you give us the feeling, we give you the healing, we give you the message. They just come right through me. I write the words, I write the music, they give it to me. I don't really know what I'm doing. I just do what they tell me to do. What do we got, Helena?
Spirituality and service to others.
What else we got?
I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Acceptance and inclusion.
What else?
Letting go. Sky, cloud, love, and peace. And regeneration.
I need to let go of things that don't serve me now. I need to let go of who I used to be. I need to embrace the change that I can do. I need to release and open up for transformation time. I believe I can change when I let go. It's time to let go of yesterday. Let go.
Yes.
What do we got?
We've got freedom forever. Moving forward. Tranquility and awakening.
Okay, let's see what we got. Keep going.
Alignment. Angels moving in. Oh, and twin flames becoming one.
Keep going now. We've got a journey to do. Keep moving forward till I can get to you. A piece of my heart, the other piece of me, the journey of love that brought me here to live, the breath of my life. and all the other piece of me, the twin flame of love is right here. Wait for me. Wait for me. Wait for me. I am here now. Twin flame, wait for me. There you go, twin flame, wait for me. We're here on Earth somewhere. Our paths might not have crossed, but I know you're here. You know I'm here. We're going to connect someday soon. Thank you, twin flame. Who else do we have?
Champa has shared balance and alignment with us. And from Cecilia, heaven sent us love.
And I think we have some people who need healing, right?
Oh, Lionel shared divinely guided and protected.
Just moving my mic. Divinely protected am I, divinely filled with the soul of God am I, divinely protected and aligned with love am I. I am always filled with joy, divinely and protected will my life be. When I trust in God eternally, oh, divinely protected and guided I'll always be. The angels surround me, and I am one. Divinely and protected am I. There we go. I think we're ready for some healing, everybody. Focus on what you want to shift, what you want to change, what you would like your life to be like, what you need to release, and what can change for you if you just let go. Open my world and fill me with light. I will breathe now the breath of me now. Open up my world and open up my heart. I release the pain and the sorrow. I release everything so I can move to tomorrow. Oh, fill me, fill me. Oh, my heart and my soul. Fill me with the light of love. Fill me now. Open up my world. Fill me now and open up my heart and heal me now. Heal me now. Open up my heart and heal me now. Heal me now. Take a nice breath, everyone. Say, I am. I am. I am. I am. I am. All together. I am. Go ahead. I am. I am light. Go ahead. I am light. I am peace. I am love. Go ahead. I am love. Oh, I am. I am. the grace of God. I am. I am the power of love. I am the peace within the world today. I am. Say it with me. I am the bright and shining star. I am. Say I am. I am the bright and shining sun. I am. Say I am. I am the peace of everything that God has placed inside this land. I am peace. I am love. I am free. And I am me. I am love. All together. Come on. Say I am. Oh, I am. Remember to say I am every day. I am light, I am love, I am peace, I am great. I am the authority of God in motion. I am free, I am abundant. I am the divine inspiration. I am divine intelligence acting in everything I do. I am that I am, that I am, that I am, that I am, that I am. I am love and I am light. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us on another Sunday Fun Day. I sincerely appreciate all of this that we've shared together. And please remember, everyone is in a place to transform. Open up your heart. Believe you can do it. This is the time. The doors are open. Let's step forward to a new paradigm. God bless you. Remember to say, I am. Good night, and I am Sarah Spiritual. I Is divine.